Alright, before we get started, yes, I am in a pink boat. So, don't laugh, but it's a demo. I don't really get pick the color. So, Native Ultimate FX12. Sit inside, so not something I'm used to, but I'll tell you what, just from paddling out here and getting started, I like it. It's a 12 foot, so it walks a little bit, but that's to be expected from a shorter boat, but it feels pretty nimble. You see, I can turn this thing really easy, extremely easy to turn, and I'm also getting some good speed out of it. So, I'm in the low position now, which it feels pretty high compared to the other boats on their low position, what they felt like. But let's get going. So speed. So here we go. Again, feathered paddle stroke, Aquabound Stingray, 240. So unlike the Predator, where I was hitting the sidewalls, like I said, I was thinking about it every time. No such issue on this boat. So even in a low position, it being a sit inside, I do feel like I'm sitting up pretty high, but I'm not coming anywhere near the sidewalls. So I like that. That's good. A pretty quick and nimble boat. You know, it's a 12 foot, so it's going to take some more energy to maintain that speed over a longer distance, but from a dead stop, acceleration is great. And even for a 12 foot, my low angle paddle stroke, I'm really not walking it too much left and right, as I hope you can see on the video. So, I like this boat. It's pretty comfortable. I don't know if it's for me. Never had a sit inside. The non-self-draining of it kind of scares me a little bit. But if you're fishing ponds, you know, protected water, without much current or waves, I mean, it's a good option here. So I'm a big fan of Native. I'm a Slayer Propel 13 owner. Never tried this boat, and I really like it so far. So the speed, we just covered that. Stability, what these things are supposedly known for. I think it's about 30 inches wide or so. Definitely a lot of room. And let's stand up in it, see how it feels. So like I said before, even in the low seating position, I feel pretty high. We'll pop it up in high position, but for now, let's try and stand up. So, nice foot pads here. Like I normally do, I get my feet as wide as I possibly can. Pretty flat area, not completely flat. I don't have a stand-up assist strap, but here we go. Alright. And upsy daisy. Oh, not bad at all. So I'll tell you, this has got to take getting used to, for sure. You know, you don't have a bunch of air under the deck that you're standing upon, so this feels different, but it is not unstable by any means. So I'm kind of putting more pressure on the left and right foot as I go along the water, but it's still stable. Is it as comfortable as the other boats I've tried so far? No, absolutely not. And I definitely don't like not having the stand assist strap to help you when you get back down. So I think with some getting used to, you'd have no problems in this, but for a first time in this boat, I'm not overly comfortable. Still able to do it, it just takes some time, I think. Let's sit back down before we fall. So, no problems getting back down. But I'll tell you, in the sitting position, you can feel a little bit of tip left and right, but it just feels like the design of the hole just grabs, pops you right back up, so that's good. Definitely a comfortable sitting in boat with, I think, the ability to stand once you get used to it. So going into comfort, plenty of room in this boat. For being a 12 footer, and I don't know the exact width on it, I got a lot of leg room in here. I do have the pedals almost maxed out. I do have them maxed out actually, and I'm only about 6 foot, so for you taller guys, I think the seat trims back and forward, which you're definitely gonna have to work something out. 'Cause I don't know if you can see my legs, but I got a pretty nice bend in my legs already, and I couldn't imagine having to being much taller than I am, because with the pedals fully extended, your knees would start being up into your chest, which you wouldn't like. But the seat, like I said, I'm a Native Slayer Propel 13 owner, and this feels at home to me. So, I normally go out and fish for 5-6 hours, and no real complaints from this seat, so nothing much else to say there. Let's go ahead and try and get this up in the high position. It may become interesting, but I'm going to try it for you guys. Alright, we're up in the high position now. And wow, I'm up pretty high. So again, I'm not a sit inside boat person, so this is a completely new field to me. And even on the, I didn't put the lure seat all the way up with 4 seat adjustments, but the high seat position on this feels really high. So again, it's affecting the stability a little bit, at least in the seat of the pants feel. When I made those turns, felt a little uneasy, but again, the whole of the boat seems to just stick. If you tip it a little bit, pops you back up. So, very comfortable boat. I can't complain too much. Definitely going to take some getting used to, especially if you've never been in a sit-in boat, but it feels pretty darn good. Definitely moving into the last subject, fishability, so I'll just keep talking about the seat position. If I were anchored up in an area somewhere with the seat up high like this is extremely comfortable. Let's try and stand up and see how it transitions. So, plant my feet at the widest point I can, stand up. Oh yeah, you should be able to easily transition between, yeah, there you go, sitting to standing, getting that real accurate cast out, so I like that. That's nice. So up front, a little different from the old Ultimates. You got the I think they call it a fort. So you got a nice little gear track here, maybe mount your fish finder, little silent traction stuff. Set the rod tips down so you're not banging around scaring the fish away. Nice bow storage area with some bungees is good. The pedals, excuse me, the foot braces, not pedals. The foot braces are awesome. This is the first time I've touched these, but the full-size foot braces it's awesome. Well worth it. Easy to adjust. And like I said, I'm maxed out. So in the high position, I would not want to paddle very far because my knees are, almost 90 degrees here. Which, have to look into trimming this seat a little bit more. I think you can do that. But got rails on the left and right side, which is great. Rod holders, fish finder, mount your display, whatever you want to do. Works out well. Cup holder, another little rail there. I don't know what you do with that, but again, something to mount, which is good. Behind us, a lot of area behind the seat, as well as a nice stern tank well with some bungees. Got a couple more gear tracks to mount some rod holders, some more silent traction stuff, which we like. So, set up for fishing in my opinion. I don't need much else. I can go with this. So, that's the Native Ultimate FX12 in pink. Don't laugh too much.